Hello everybody, my name is Brock Matthews and I'm a male model, and today I will be reading an excerpt from The Castle of Earth and Embers by Stephanie Holmes. This is really cool, I said, opening a door at the back of the kitchen to reveal a narrow staircase. This was installed when the castle was a grand stately home, so the servants could rush meals up to the bedrooms without being seen in the main part of the house. It comes up near the staircase that goes up to your bedroom, so it's a good shortcut down to the kitchen if you fancy a nightcap. Duly noted. Maeve shaded across the room and peered up the narrow staircase. Are the bedrooms upstairs? Can I see? At the word bedroom, pressing through her red, pursed lips, my cock tightened in protest. Don't think about it. But that was like telling Obelix, the pudgy castle cat, not to think about all the delicious birds sitting in the tree outside the window. Sure. I gestured to the staircase. After you. Maeve started up the narrow stairs, her gorgeous arse hovering inches from my face. I made to follow her, but something heavy slammed into my side, knocking me against the wall. I cursed as my elbow scraped against the rough stone in the wall. Sorry, mate. Flynn flashed me his devil's grin as he leapt past me and followed Maeve up the stairs. I didn't see you there. I believe you, I mumbled, as I followed them up. Millions wouldn't. At the top of the stairs, Maeve pressed her hands against the wood panel. How do you get this open? Flynn tried to reach around her to unlock the clasp at the top of the door, but this time I beat him to it. As I pressed around Maeve, she turned slightly to press her back against the wall, and her breasts brushed up against my shirt, setting off a fire beneath my skin. Her lips formed an O of surprise, and I couldn't help fill that O with the shaft of my cock. I blinked, trying to stop thinking about her like that, trying to remember that it was the magic making me into this animal. The air between us thinned, and an invisible force drew my body forward, my arm brushing against hers, a few inches more, and my lips would be pressed against hers. No, you can't do this. You can't encourage her to choose you. Well, isn't this intimate? Flynn shimmied his way through the gap so that he had his back against the opposite wall, his hands falling against Maeve's hips. If he wanted, he could slide her back so her arse rubbed against his cock. And even though that was totally cheating, I wouldn't even blame him. I was cheating just as bad. My face in hers, my eyes begging for her touch. All I'd have to do was lean forward, press my lips to hers, and it would all be over. But that's not fair. You all agreed. And it was your idea. She would choose you in the end. It's the only logical choice to make, and Maeve rules her life with logic. Maeve's lips parted a little, her breath hitching. The energy pulsing from her body warmed the air around us. It was as though a magnet extended between all three of us, pulling us together. Right now, she had no idea who she wanted more. The other two guys clambered up the stairs behind us. Maeve glanced away, and the spell broke enough that I could gain control for myself and pull back. Flynn did the same, and he shot me a look over Maeve's shoulder. A look that said, how the fuck are we going to get the laughs around this bird without doing something chivalrous? Maeve didn't look upset. In fact, her heavy-lidded eyes and ragged breath as her eyes flitted from mine and Flynn's to Arthur's and Rowan's suggested she was pretty into the idea of one of us, or all of us, who knows. Stop bloody thinking about it. My fingers brushed against the catch and I let it off. The door swung out, and all five of us tumbled into the hall in a mess of limbs. Here, I'll help you up. Arthur managed to entangle himself first and grabbed Maeve's hand. Flynn reached for her other hand, but she was already using her hand to leverage herself off the floor. Flynn swept it out of her, from under her, sending them both rolling across the hallway. You guys are nuts. Maeve stood up and dusted herself up. I'm not an invalid. I can get up by myself. Point taken. Flynn mumbled, picking himself across the floor. There was an imprint of the carpet across his cheek. I mean, the way you're acting, it's as if I'm some damsel in distress. Maeve's words trailed off as she caught sight of the large portrait at the end of the hall. She stepped toward it, her eyes wide. The end.